We have Zach calling in from Hawaii. Zach, you are live on Truth Wanted. What's up?
Hey, how's it? Thanks for taking my call.
Thank you. Thank you. What do you got for us?
So I figured I love Halloween, so I wanted to call you guys up and share my my paranormal experience.
Okay, share with us your paranormal experience, please.
Okay, so one night about 3 a.m., the witching hour, I guess, I was driving with my girlfriend in the car, and I was going down a dark road, no lights, no nothing, and right when I got to the part, it had a stone bridge. A big white blob came out in front of my car, and I remember the story my father told me about all the people. He used to be a fireman, yeah? He said all the people he used to pull out of cars, wrecks, they swerved out of the way of animals, and they would hit a tree or whatever. So he said, if you ever come upon an animal, just go. So I came upon this white blob, and I remembered that because I thought it was a domestic pig at first. So I just braced and ready to go through it. And I passed through it, and it screamed, and it hurt my ears. It was like a wah! And I went through it, and I pulled over, and I turned to my girlfriend, and I said, oh, babe, you seen that? And she was sleeping. She woke up, she slapped me, and she said, oh, you're so crazy. So I didn't have her as, proof, yeah? Anyway, after that happened, when I went to work, I consulted the old Hawaiian ladies at work. I told them the whole story, and they told me, oh, Zachary, that was an evil spirit trying to kill you.
Oh, shit.
And for 4 years, that would have been my strongest case for the supernatural.
Okay.
Do you have a stronger case
what's your
now?
thoughts now? Yeah. Do you have a stronger case? Wait a minute. Did something else change?
Yeah. Well, thanks to you folks, I no longer live in a pseudo-scientific spiritual world. I started looking into evolutionary, psychology and blind spots in our psyche and this and that. And then one day on one of you guys' shows, I heard a quote that really struck me, and that was, did you either see an event that broke the laws of reality, or were you mistaken? And then that's when I realized, I think I was just tripping.
I mean, it's possible, but when you're around that and you have people who validate it, you said you had those people who's like, those are spirits trying to kill you. It seems to lend a little bit of, and especially in that community, that belief of, well, wait a second, there really are spirits here. So yeah, I can understand where you were coming from, though. It's not completely unreasonable that you thought something had happened. I validate the experience. I believe that you went through what you described. So.
Yeah, especially when you have people around you.
I pull up leads and night marches, everything for a long time.
Okay, so now that you don't believe that this was actually a spirit, what's your best guess as to what happened to you that day?
Well, I don't think it was a pig anymore, because the fact that I drove through it, the loud scream could have been a squeal, but the fact that I passed through this bright white cloud, I don't think it was a pig. I don't know. Maybe I was nodding off at the wheel, but it seemed like, even now I get the chills thinking about it. It's very, realistic. Yeah.
Yeah. I guess I haven't been to Hawaii, but I hear that there are a lot of pigs everywhere. So that would be a possible explanation.
I've hit them on accident at night, even. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you're on our side of things now, Zach, that you don't think that this was actually an evil spirit. But if somebody came to me and was like, not only do I think this is a spirit, I think this is an evil ancient Hawaiian spirit that's come specifically. I don't know, that would raise that raises some eyebrows a little bit. So that's really funny. Really funny.
I'm hoping too, I'm hoping that my story also will serve as proof that you folks are doing good work, because I really was convinced by all this stuff my whole life. And I started listening to you guys and started questioning my beliefs and this and that, and realized, I spent the majority of my life kind of in a dream, yeah? And probably because most of the people around me are also persuasion. Yeah. So anyway, thank you for the good work, and I appreciate you guys helping guys like us out in the community and stuff. And happy Halloween. Huh? You guys
Good talking with us. Thank you very much, Zach.
Yeah, Zach, thank you so much. Yeah, that's a great point. Like, I like the expression, and I think I've used it myself, where it feels like you were in a dream, or at least when you talk about your past self as a believer, whether it's Christianity or any other kind of supernatural religious belief. I think a lot of us who are ex-believers can kind of describe our state like that, because it is kind of a totally different paradigm shift once you've left, especially a community of people who also believe the same thing. It does kind of feel like you've entered another world. But Puck, Erin, any other reactions on this?
No, this absolutely makes sense to me. Like, and I remember some of my early experiences when I was still going to church. Something would happen, like I would say, "Oh, I got this feeling," or "I got this thought," and then it would be validated by a whole bunch of people at that church who say, "Yeah, that's the Holy Spirit talking to you." Right? So there are so many parallels between stories like what the ones we hear and the stories that we could tell coming out of religion. That's why I love Truth Wanted, because it's not just taking the stories from the religious, but showing the same kind of thinking that applies to religious beliefs. They're also applying this poor kind of thinking to conspiracy theories, to supernatural claims. Like, I really want to know more about astral projection, so let's hope somebody will call and ask about that. But this is why I enjoy doing
another knock on the door.
What are you doing? What's going on?
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to bring you guys with me. What are we gonna get ourselves into this time?
Hopefully you get that cold Coke.
Ooh, what's going on in here?
Oh, we're actually doing a live YouTube show here. But you look kind of lost. Is there something I can help you with?
I thought this was my room. I'm in 429.
Yeah. Are you okay? You look like there's something you need.
My fiance dumped me today. We were gonna go home after our wedding and take a bath together, and now he's gone. You know what? I don't even care. I'm gonna go get a drink, and I'm gonna take a bath if it's the last thing I do. Bye.
Okay, but actually, wait. I don't think you should be walking by. All right. What the? Hello? Okay, this is getting really, really weird. I know there was a woman that just talked to us here. Crew, guys, you saw this woman that was just at the door, right? You got cameras everywhere. How do you not see this? No, I'm live right now. I can't. Well, okay. If you guys are drinking, that's whatever. But I can't be around this. This is ridiculous. Yeah, nobody's here right now. This is just really, really weird. I'm going back to the room here. We just got a show to do. We got to keep going.